But speaking of graffiti, didn't some gangs tag your house and threaten you as well with kidnapping?
Yeah, when I was really little.
Woohoo! So Kali Uchis finally dropped her newest album, Red Moon and Venus, and I was very excited for this. Now, when I first heard the singles for this album, Moonlight and I Wish You Roses, I really enjoyed them. They are some of my favorite songs off this album. I remember listening to them when they came out a couple weeks ago, and I was like, these are really good. And those skyrocketed, I don't know what I was trying to say, skyrocketed my expectations for this album. Now, I'm not going to say that this blew me away. There are some songs that I didn't like as much as the others. I'll get into all this later. But I do like this more than Sin Miedo and Por Vida. But I do also enjoy Isolation more than this as of right now. I've only listened to this album fully once, and I've gone back to some of the songs quite a bit. So, of course, take this review with a grain of salt. I've only listened to it once, but let's get into it. Now, I wanted to say that I really loved the production on this album. I think she really nails the aesthetic and vibe that she wants you to feel, especially in the later half of the album. The songs like Deserve Me, Moonlight, Happy Now, Endlessly, they all, like, I can't really find the word to say what kind of feel it gives, but it's like this like dreamy, like you really hear everything, and it really like immerses you into the music. And while that's less of in the first half of the album, in the bottom half, the last few songs really like shines it, especially if you're listening to it a little bit louder than your ears probably want you to. It was a great listen for me. Now also the transition from song to song, like I Wish You Roses to Worth the Wait to Love Between, I really liked them. While they're nothing special, they weren't like off Metro Boomin's album, but they were good, and it really only happened in the first few songs, which I was a little sad about. But I remember like listening to I Wish You Roses. Then at the end, I was like, oh, this I can already assume that this is gonna transition into the next song, Worth the Wait, and it did. And you all know, if you've seen some of my videos, you know I'm a sucker for when the song transitions into another song. I will say, while I did really enjoy most of the songs on this album, there were some which I felt like they weren't bad, but they were nothing special. You know, they were kind of just like you know, your normal R&B music. Nothing that I really was like, okay, you know, this is better than the other songs. While I still think they were good, they were definitely towards the bottom of my ranking for the songs. Now, the features on this album were great. Omar Apollo, Don Toliver, and Summer Walker. Now, I'm going to say this like I say in every video, I'm not the biggest Don Toliver fan. I didn't listen to his new album, so that's why I didn't get a Quickie Critique on it. But I really liked his song on this. I think him and Kali Uchis obviously have great chemistry together. Her and Omar Apollo, her and Summer Walker, I think they all did amazing together. And I think having those features on those songs really elevated the music, elevated the songs, the tracks, and made them so much better. I don't think they would be as good without the features. And I'm not hating on Kali Uchis. I just think those features, she was very smart to get those people on the album. As of right now, I do enjoy Isolation more, but I will say for Red Moon and Venus by Kali Uchis, I love it. I think it's great. While it didn't exceed my expectations were pretty high, and it met them. I did really enjoy this album. It was short. It's 15 songs. 2 of them are interlude. 1 of them is an interlude. The others, it says interlude, but it's basically a song. It's 2.5 minutes. And it's only like 43-minute song, so I recommend to listen. If you're a fan of Kali Uchis, of course, listen to it. If you like R&B, listen to it. If you have nothing else to listen to, listen to it. It's great. I plan on listening to it a lot more, so my ranking will probably change. I doubt it'll go up as of right now, but I'm gonna say I love this album. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like the video, subscribe, comment down what you think of the album, what you want me to review next, and I'll see you in the next one. Go follow all the links in the description. See you in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.